Greetings.
I'm Ediz.
And I'm Ben.
And we are ranking all the Disney villain songs. It's a Disney villain songs tier list.
Cue the thunder. I'll put that in later, I'll be sick. Everyone loves a villain song. They are some of the most memorable parts of the movie. But what I've done is I've included every single Disney villain song ever.
Classics,
Disney classics. So you're about to be bamboozled by how many Disney villain songs there are.
And not bad.
That you just don't know.
Oh.
Whenever we do tier lists, we like to rename the categories because S, A, B, C, D just don't cut it for me. So I thought, let's name these categories after Disney villain sidekicks. The first one I thought of to go at the bottom, what's the name of Ursula's sidekicks?
Beezle and Bozel or something like that.
Pathetic.
Flopsam and
Flopsam and Jessam! I was close.
And
I knew it was something like Yzma and Ozum.
I'm gonna put them at the bottom here, Flopsam. And if we just quickly change out...
Flopsam.
You read my mind, bro. Just swap out the T for the P.
Flopsam.
Bottom tier is Flopsam.
And Jopsam?
Nah, I'm just keeping it Flopsam. For the next category up, we're looking to Captain Hook. What does Peter Pan always call Captain Hook?
Fish something.
Codfish. Codfish category for C.
I'm a codfish!
The middle section is going to be a twist villain because sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't like it, so it's going in the middle. We're going to put Frozen villain Hans. Sorry if it's a spoiler, you've not seen Frozen yet. He's the villain.
Guess what? I'm the bad guy. What?
Now we're moving into the high categories. So if I think about which villain sidekick should be high, it could only be the hyenas.
We know that's not how you spell it, but it's funny.
It's not funny, Ed.
Now at the top, the ultimate categories. If it's in this category, it's just one of the ultimate Disney villain songs. And who is the ultimate Disney villain sidekick? Is he though? One word, Kronk. I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, I got that there, Yzma.
Yep, that's Kronk.
These songs are in chronological order because I'm OCD like that. So we're gonna start with the famous villain song, Hi Diddly Dee.
I don't know this. Hi diddly dee and the fiddly diddly do. Is that how it goes?
I mean, you're not far off.
Hi diddly dee, an actor's life for me.
So what do you think of the very first Disney villain song?
They were just making up words.
I don't know how well those lyrics are going to come across in 2021 because certain words have changed meanings, if you know what I mean.
Hi diddly day, an actor's life is gay.
Does that matter?
I feel like people will be confused when they're thinking, why are the villains singing about that?
It sounded terrible. It's for me, it's a Flopsam.
Oh gosh, first one's in Flopsam, okay.
Do you not think it's in Flopsam?
I'm thinking maybe Codfish.
Then put it in Codfish. So Hi Diddly Dee is going in Codfish because it sucks.
Huh?
The next one is the Headless Horseman from Ichabod and Mr. Toad. This one's weird. It's a kind of scary song.
Does anybody know this song?
It's a kind of scary song, but it's to the beat of like...
What is that beat? Is that jazz or the swing?
I'll play you a little bit of it.
Ghosts are bad, but the one that's cursed is the Headless Horseman. He's the worst.
That's right, he's mine on Halloween night.
But when he goes jogging wrong.
Yeah, I like this.
So you see what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, I guess that's because of the time it was set, right? What year is
Yeah, and the
this?
time it was made in like the 40s. And so it's like spooky with singing about a Headless Horseman, but also... What are you saying?
I'm going to say Hans.
I'm excited. I'm agreeing. This is definitely a Hans. It's like, obviously it's not iconic, but also... Next we're moving to Alice in Wonderland. Who's been painting my roses red? Not gonna lie.
Sounds dead. I'm a rhymer. Full-timer.
Oh dear. So this song gets started off by the cards, the playing cards.
I haven't seen it.
But by the time the Queen of Hearts, the villain, joins in, she's kind of just screaming a little. I'll play you a little snippet.
Who dares to taint with vulgar paint the royal flower bed?
She said, royal.
The royal flower painting my roses red. Someone will lose his head.
Is that the whole song?
That's pretty much all she sings, yeah.
I mean, just for that, that's a Flopsam.
I'm not gonna argue. If we're looking at songs, it's barely a song. I mean, the fact that she's literally trying to behead people in the song, it's pretty badass. If we're also judging on like how evil these people are, potentially, the villainy of it, but...
Does chopping someone's head off make you a badass?
Maybe not badass, maybe just bad and a bit of an ass. So Queen of Hearts, I'm sorry, but you're a Flopsam.
Flip their heads!
Next, we're going to Peter Pan with Captain Hook's song, The Elegant Captain Hook.
I don't know this song.
Yeah, no one does, bro. Like, I don't think if you ask a random person, does Captain Hook have a song? They would say
No.
No, and they'd kind of be right. Like, what kind of dead song is this?
A special offer for today, I'll tell you what I'll do. All those who sign without delay will get a free tattoo.
What I will say is in this era of Disney movies, the songs kind of fall in two categories. They're either like absolute classics or they're kind of more narrative, just getting the plot along. And this is definitely in that latter one. It's just getting the plot along.
Where do you want to put it? Because I always go first.
As a villain, iconic. As a song, I'm leaning on a Flopsam.
Sure.
Sorry, Captain Hook, you're a Flopsam.
You'll walk the plank. The choice is up to you.
Okay, next, the Siamese Cat song. Now, are we here today to decide once and for all, is this song now considered racist? No, we're not here to decide that. That's a bigger conversation. The song itself, what we saying?
It says, we are Siamese, if you please. That's only about I know.
Problematic.
We are Siamese, if you don't please.
Problematic.
I feel like it's quite iconic, but I also don't think it goes anywhere.
Like, it starts off like, okay, and then it just goes into a spoken word section.
Do you hear what I hear? Oh, a baby cry.
Do you want to know a fun fact about this though?
Sure.
I'm going to tell you anyway. So Peggy Lee wrote that and all the other songs for Lady and the Tramp. When it got released on video years later, her royalties check stopped.
Why is that?
When she signed her contract, there was no such thing as video yet. So she didn't know to put that in or something, but she's saying that it should technically be classified as something else. Anyway, she sued Disney for like millions of dollars. Fun fact!
The Siamese Cat song, is that what it's called?
Again,
Just
another
for
reason why
that,
it's a flop.
Siamese Cat song is a Flopsam.
Merciful heavens! My darlings, my precious pets!
101 Dalmatians next with Cruella De Vil.
Hey, if you haven't checked out the Cruella De Vil movie reaction, you should check that out.
Now, out of all the songs we've had so far, there is no doubt in anyone's mind, surely, that this song is iconic.
Cruella De Vil, that's it, right?
The baritone notes in his voice, though.
Cruella De Vil, Cruella De Vil.
So it's sung by Roger about Cruella De Vil. In fact, we hear this song before we even see Cruella herself. This is just like building up the suspense in the movie for her.
Honestly, I think it's just a bit samey.
12 seconds later.
Ooh.
Oh,
Lovely.
Oh, are you liking it now? Not so boring now.
Bit of jazz. Let's put it in hyenas.
Our first hyenas, guys, Cruella De Vil.
That is a good song.
Next up, from The Sword and the Stone, is of course the villain known as
Swordy?
Now don't tell me you've never heard of the marvelous Madam Mim!
Well, no, I don't guess so.
Her name is Madam Mim, and it's a song all about her.
And the song, the title was Madam Mim. Mim. Well, that's stupid.
With only a touch, I have the power. Zim, zap, rim, bim, to wither a flower.
I like the fact that she's singing in like a happy tone, even though she's a bit nuts.
Oh, she's cuckoo.
I'm an ugly old babe.
I'll be honest, when I was compiling this list, I thought, I'm sure Madam Mim had a song. But when I listened to it, I had no recollection that being the song. Does that make sense?
Sure. I thought you knew all the songs.
So did I. Which kind of shows where I'm thinking to put this.
This needs to go in a Flopsam.
Why are there so many Flopsams? You can barely call that a song. Madam Mim, you Flopsamed.
Yes, and in my book, that's bad.
Okay, next we get to a movie that has song after song after song. In fact, it's got 2 villain songs, and neither one of them are sung by the main villain of the film. We're talking about Jungle Book. So the first villain song we're talking about is Car with Trust in Me. This is a song when he's hypnotizing Mowgli.
Shut your eyes. Trust in me. Hold still, please. You can sleep.
I would say it's a Flopsam.
Oh. For me, this is not a Flopsam, and I'll tell you why. It's got an actual melody, it's an actual song, it's got a vibe to it. There's reason, but it also can be listened to as a song. It's not just like, I'm bad, do you know what I mean? For me, it's at least Codfish.
At least?
As in,
You were gonna put it higher?
well, I've not decided yet. Codfish?
Codfish, bro.
Okay. I mean, I do like the song.
Trust in me.
The next one is one that you don't often think about being a villain song.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a villain song.
I want to be like you.
Oh, ooby-doo. I want to be like you.
I wouldn't say it's a Kronk. I feel like it's overplayed, but it is a bop.
Ooby Doo.
Oh, I feel it in my tootsies.
I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.
Nah, I changed my mind. That's a Kronk.
And it has that bit that's like, get mad, baby.
Kronk.
The one thing I will say about it though, when you listen to this song, do you think villain?
No.
So for that reason, should it be at the top of a villain's list?
No, but I would say that makes it even better of a song because you don't know he's a villain.
Oh, it's like that sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh, you're listening to a song, you're like, ooby doo, then BAM! Dead.
Too far.
I want to be like you.
Hyenas or Kronk?
I was about to Kronk it.
Okay. Let's Kronk it.
It's our first Kronk.
Have a banana.
Next is The Phony King of England.
Is that what it's called?
It's called The Phony King of England from Robin Hood.
What are these dead titles?
They'll call him the phony King of England.
It's not sung by Prince John, but it's sung about him.
Breezy and uneasy King of England.
I feel like I'd enjoy it if I knew it.
I feel this is part of the song where they're all like dancing around, they're having a little party. Is now a good place for a disclaimer that all of these songs, unless they're in Flopsam, I like, okay? If it's in Codfish or Up, I like the song. It's just from different levels. If it's in Flopsam, there's no hope. So, Phony King of England, Codfish?
Codfish.
Down with that scurvy Prince John.
The next one. It's from Winnie the Pooh, Heffalumps and Woozles.
I don't know it, bro. People are gonna hate me in this video.
They're black, they're brown, they're up, they're down, they're in, they're out, they're all about.
Okay, so just set context. This song is like a dream sequence about things you like see in your nightmares, like these scary Heffalumps and Woozles.
Beware, 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 beware. A heffalump or woozle is very confusing. A heffalump or woozle's very sly. Sly.
I've heard that before, and I think it's very good.
It's witty to me.
It's original.
It's original. It's fun.
I'd say it's a Hans.
I would say it's a Hans because I feel like it's one of those songs that sometimes you're like, yay, and sometimes you're like, oh, this is annoying.
It is annoying, but like in a fun way.
Yeah, just like Hans himself. You know, sometimes you're like, yay, Hans, and then sometimes you're like, wow, scum of the earth.
The next one is The World's Greatest Criminal Mind by our dear friend Ratigan.
From the movie.
I've not seen it. I have seen it, The Great Mouse Detective, but I do not remember this song. But I do remember it because we put it in our quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ratigan!
Oh,
Ratigan!
So Ratigan's the world's greatest rat.
I don't feel very passionately about this song. It can go either way.
Codfish.
It's a codfish. These are getting done quick, guys. Codfish.
We did just do this like we were enjoying it.
I'll say it again. Codfish and above, I like the song, but we have to rank them somehow, right? I want to give a shout out to Ratigan himself, though. He is a great Disney villain who is overlooked far too much. Voiced by Vincent Price.
Why did you say that like I should know who that is?
Oh, he's a really famous actor. From like the 70s and the 60s and the 50s.
I was born in the 70s, 60s and 50s.
Me too!
The evil of the thriller.
Next, we've got The Little Mermaid.
At last.
Poor unfortunate souls. We're about to get to some real good songs,
You put
guys.
that straight up to the Kronk section now.
She's cronking it all the way. For one reason and one reason alone. Because it's all
Body
about
language.
that body language. Ha!
Body language. Ha!
Like, even if the song was just that, it would be a Kronk. But no, the song has levels.
Oh, it's got a monologue in the middle. It furthers literally the whole plot.
The crux of the movie is in that song.
Poor unfortunate soul.
Go ahead. Make your choice.
So Unfortunate Souls goes into Kronk tier.
So I cronked it.
That's what I do. It's what I live for.
Gaston.
They really like naming their songs after the characters, don't they?
Because these villains be narcissistic.
Looks
like Gaston.
No one's got us well cleft in his chin like Gaston.
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidated.
What's your go-to? What are you thinking?
I think it's a hyenas.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking.
me too.
Because it is like a bop, but at the same time, it's just not. It's not a Kronk.
It's not a Kronk.
Every last inch of me's covered with hair.
Next, we've got Aladdin. Prince Ali, specifically,
The reprise.
because that's when Jafar gets involved.
Say hello to your precious Prince Ali.
Honestly,
Like
Hans.
Why are you saying Hans?
Because it's barely a song.
It's a reprise.
It's a reprise. And I just don't feel like it's memorable.
Prince Ali turned out to be merely Aladdin.
You don't need to sing every song, Ben.
I think that people want to hear it. I might be confused. Well, Jafar was meant to have his own song called Humiliate the Boy at this moment.
That sounds dark.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happens in the song. He humiliates him, right? And it was replaced by this.
His personality flaws give me adequate cause.
Can we talk about the fact that the same actor who voiced Jafar then played Jafar on Broadway and in London? That's nuts.
I don't know whether to think, how old is he now, or how young was he then?
Playing old characters.
Yeah.
Put on that old voice.
Jonathan Friedman.
Very talented.
Legend. But his song, however,
is a Hans.
It's a Hans.
Honey.
Goodbye, see ya.
You need to introduce his next song.
Why?
Because you absolutely love this song.
This song needs no introduction.
Oh.
In fact, I'm just going to do the honours for both of us.
No, I don't know if I want it as a Kronk. And I will fight you for it.
What do you mean, no?
Tell me why. Give me 5 good reasons.
I'll give you one good reason.
Don't say Nazis.
No! That's never a good reason, Ediz.
Oh, I thought they were the good guys.
One of the greatest Disney songs of all time. That's your reason.
What?
As soon as you hear that opening bit.
No, honestly.
Ediz, I don't think you understand.
I know the song.
No, I think you've forgotten it.
I actually know this song.
If you knew the song, you'd not be fine with me right now.
The chorus is kind of dead, bro. Just goes beep beep.
That's the final line of the chorus.
What's the chorus?
You
don't even know where the chorus starts. When does the chorus start?
We're talking about villain songs. Listen to the way this villain song starts. I'm gonna hold it up to the microphone just so you can hear.
What is that? Is that someone singing?
That's the demon from hell just like singing his praises for Scar because he's such a bad villain. Wait for the drop.
I know it sounds sordid.
That backing vocals though.
When at last I am given my dues. And injustice still.
Okay, we'll put it in Kronk.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. So Be Prepared is going in Kronk because Ben literally thinks it's the best song in the Disney universe.
I don't think. I know. Are you ready?
The next song is called Mine, Mine, Mine.
From Pocahontas. So we got Governor Radcliffe, and he's...
Oh, I've seen this one.
It's multi-layered, right? Because he's literally mining for gold. But he's also singing about how it's all mine. The levels.
It's gold, and it's mine, mine, mine.
I don't really have an opinion about this song.
I'll be honest, the song really gets good when the hero starts singing along with him. It's almost like a little duet. It's like a little West Side Story moment where it's like they're both singing a different song, but at the same time.
This land we behold, this beauty untold. A man can be bold, it all can be sold.
Pocahontas has some amazing songs.
That is not one of them.
I'm sorry, we're gonna put you in Hans. Sometimes I'm loving it, I'm loving the end, but mine, 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 more like Hans, Hans, Hans.
Hellfire. We put that at the top of our 90s tier list.
Out of all 90s songs, it was at the top, so you best believe it's going Kronk, 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 Kronk. This song has everything you need in a villain song.
It's a bit too dark, to be honest with you.
If anything, it's a bit too scary.
It shouldn't be in a Disney movie. It starts off and you don't know where it's going to go.
You know I am a righteous man. Of my virtue I am justly proud.
Just takes you on a journey.
A journey! Where does it take you?
To the hell.
He's turning me to
The way the song crescendos, it starts off like it's just about religion and about this man, and then we start to find out little bits that he's got ungodly thoughts going on up here, and that he's blaming someone else, and then it crescendos into just a demonic monstrosity.
But also-somity.
Sorry, was that a word? If you're gonna join in, at least say real words, Ediz.
I was trying to make it sound like awesome.
Osity.
Awesome-omity.
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
The ending.
How's it go?
I'm not doing it.
How's it go?
Hellfire is a Kronk. If anybody has any issues with that, you need to see that top X and the X in the top corner. Hit that. Get off this video, fam.
Like and subscribe.
Those two pictures together look epic.
What, Be Prepared and Hellfire?
Yeah.
I told you they belong on the same level.
They should be in the same movie. Who do you think would win a fight? Frollo or Scar?
A weak old man or a lion?
Yeah.
I'm going to say the fully grown lion is going
I'll
to
say
win.
Frollo's got God on his side.
He's got his little handkerchief. He's going to be like, woo, over here.
destroy Esmeralda.
Next up, it's a bit of a curveball. We've got Kronk's boss lady, Yzma. And I know what you're saying, but Ben, Yzma doesn't have a song. She was supposed to. And they still just put it on the soundtrack anyway. So yeah, technically it's not in the film, but yeah, it's on the soundtrack.
Oh.
I mean, if you're going to record Eartha Kitt singing a song, you might as well put it on the soundtrack, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know more about this song, watch the documentary. It's on YouTube. The documentary is called Sweatbox. It's all about the making of Emperor's New Groove, and it's really, really interesting. You'll see about...
Sweatbox? Sting worked on the music for
Yeah.
Emperor's New Groove, but did he actually have any songs in it in the end?
Did the credits count?
Oh my gosh, those songs would have been sick.
Honestly, watch the documentary because he's in it and you see him get the call to basically let him know
that he's doing it. Oh, that they cut.
They're cutting all his songs and they're going in a different direction.
Why?
What's the
Do
documentary?
you think it would have been better?
It would have been a completely different movie. So I would have loved to have seen it, but I am pleased we got Emperor's New Groove. If it was up to me, I would want to put it in Hyenas.
Yeah, let's put it in Hyenas.
It's our list, it's our rules. Snuff out the light. Hyenas.
If you've not heard it, you need to check it out.
Whatever it takes to keep my looks, you really can't blame a gal.
Next, we've got a classic, probably the greatest Disney villain of all time.
Who's that?
Wait, what's his name again? His name is Alameda Slim. He's from the movie Home on the Range, and this is his world famous song.
Are you joking?
Yodel-ladle-leedle-idle-loo.
The sweetest way of rustling yet devised.
Home on the Range is about the cows on a farm.
Never heard of it.
You've heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I ain't seen it.
Are you still awake? What's happening? You look like you're falling asleep as we're doing this.
I haven't seen Home on the Range, so I don't know this song, so hit me with some tunes.
If you like yodeling.
You're looking from a bovine point of view. I sure can yodel.
Why is this evil?
So in this song, he's using his yodeling, wait for it, to hypnotize cows.
That's a terrible plot. Is that the best Disney can come up with?
It was a dark day for Disney.
It didn't do very well, right?
It wasn't their best. I feel like I may be the only person on the planet, but I like this song. Maybe I just like a yodel, who knows?
Maybe you should listen to yodel music.
I'm sure most of you will probably disagree with me, but for me, yodel-ladle-leedle-idle-loo is enhanced just for the fact that it's called yodel-ladle-leedle-idle-loo.
It's not called that.
Yodel-ladle-leedle-idle-loo.
Oh yeah, it is.
Reading with Ediz.
So our next song is Friends on the Other Side from the movie Princess and the Frog. My thoughts is that it should be in Kronk.
Yeah.
It's very theatrical. I think we're pushing the plots. I think the animation is sick. I think the song is great. I think the character is great. It's better than Be Prepared.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all,
Are you ready? It's a great song.
I don't think the song's that catchy as like a song.
Be Prepared isn't catchy, bro.
Be prepared.
No.
The ending is great. The boom, 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 boom.
The
Are
whole
you ready?
The whole thing is great.
But the bit like leading up to it where he's like,
The cards. Great. There's levels.
And if you was married, you be pushed round by your wife.
it doesn't really feel like a fully cohesive song to me, even though the ending is great.
Are you gonna say you shouldn't put it in Kronk?
I would put it in Hyenas. However,
we put some.
I had one of mine. Just I didn't let you drag me down. So if you want,
it's better than Gaston.
It is better than Gaston.
We'll put it in Hyenas, but I don't think it's as high as Hellfire, but I do think it's very good.
I hope you're satisfied.
Mother Knows Best from Tangled. What's great about her is she's actually so dramatic and so over the top.
Mother knows best.
It's like a fully like Broadway song. Like it's such like a musical song.
It's great though because she's saying like horrible things, but in a very nice tone. Because she's doing it motherly.
It's a bit twisted, isn't it?
Cannibals and snakes. The play. No.
Yes. Just for pure original song we've not had yet in a Disney movie, it should be Hyenas.
I think you're about to say Kronk then. I was about to say
No.
Hyenas, I agree.
Okay.
The next song.
Would you think that song's better than 7 a.m. the usual morning lineup?
That song, it just grates on me. Don't wake me up at 7 a.m.
If you saw our Princess song tier list, Ben did not agree with me on that song. So, Mother Knows Best is in Hyenas.
Yes. Next, I'll give you £5 if you can tell me what movie this next song is from. The Baxon song.
Chicken Little?
I'm going to keep that £5 from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
The new version.
The new version?
Well, the 2011 version.
They spoil the milk, they stop all the clocks, they use their horns to put holes in your socks.
The Baxton's the one who's been putting holes in our socks.
Fun fact about this song.
It's terrible.
So this is the first movie that Robert and Kristen Lopez worked on for Disney.
They wrote that song?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they went on to write amazing songs for Disney. It's quite witty. It's saying all the things the Baxton's going to do. It's going to wake up babies and stuff.
That's boring.
So is it a flop on the same level as these non-songs?
No, I'd say it's probably a codfish.
It's got a bit of like...
It's witty.
It's witty. Codfish.
The back son! The back son! The back son! The back son!
So the only villain song that they wrote is that terrible song we just listened to.
Well, because the movies these days are all twist villains. How are you going to do a song for a twist villain? Oh, I didn't include... what's Han's song?
Yeah, Love is an Open Door.
It's not a villain song, is it?
It kind of is.
It's sung by a villain, but at that point we don't know he's a villain, and in the song nothing villainous happens.
But he is still a villain.
Would you class that as a villain song? Love is an Open Door?
No, I wouldn't, because it's a duet.
Yeah, so what are you chatting about then? Why
That's the only reason
are you trying to start fights? You can't finish! Okay, our final villain song. Shiny! Sung by Tamatoa. Can we just appreciate how fun it is to say Tamatoa?
Is that how you say it?
That's how I say it.
Shiny like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck and make it look shiny.
I love me some Moana songs, and I love me some Lin-Manuel. But this is probably the worst part of the movie.
It's a bit random, isn't it?
It really just dips.
I don't really remember why there's a villain just for like one song.
Scrub the deck and make it look shiny.
So is he meant to be funny in that song?
Yes, question mark? He's saying funny things, but he's not like laugh out loud funny. Do you know what? I think Hans is the perfect category, because sometimes I'm into it and other times I'm like, this is not good. And also, if we do put it Hans, it's made our tier list look very aesthetically pleasing.
It's like an arrow.
That wasn't even planned! Ba-doing!
I think that's our Disney villain song tier list. Let us know in the comments what Disney villain song would appear on your Kronk tier.
And which ones are just Flopsam. And if you haven't checked out our other Disney tier list, then check them out.
Hopefully see you soon.
Bye-bye now.
If you could pick one Disney villain song as a ringtone, what would it be?
Ooh.
It has to be from Kronk.
There is no way I'd pick one from Kronk.
Why?
Because I don't want to ruin the song. I don't want to have that song remind me of like, oh, Hellfire, I hear it 20 times a day, because I get 20 calls a day. What would you pick for your ringtone? No?
I'm done.